Hello and welcome to our Iceland ring road adventure, where I'm on day 2. With day 1 was the day we arrived. We explored the city of Reykjavik, we headed to the iconic cathedral and also over to a nature reserve just on the very western side of the city. And we've decided to swap day 2 and 3 round. Today was meant to be exploring the Snaefellsnes Peninsula with lots and lots of things to see along the coast, but the weather was appalling. We decided to swap day 2 and 3 round. And we're actually on a trail at the moment that's taking us to Glymur Waterfall, which is 198 metres tall, the second highest waterfall in Iceland. And we're currently going through these extensive lupin fields. They're all in full flower at the moment, looking beautiful, smelling beautiful. And the waterfall is about a couple of kilometres further along this trail. We're going to go up the right hand side, so the western side of the ravine, to get the best views of this iconic fall. So we're just coming towards the end of day 3 of our Iceland tour. And we've explored a lot of the Snaefellsnes Peninsula, which, where I am at the moment, is the Snæfellsnes National Park. And in front of me, this here is the enormous volcano that gives the national park its name, and it's topped by a glacier. You can see a little bit of the snow and stuff up there. It's all kind of in the cloud at the moment. The cloud's been really low today. Of course, I've spent some time at Kirkjufell, the iconic mountain and waterfalls there. We've seen other waterfalls that we didn't even know existed, just stopped as we went round, and climbed up to the summit crater of a little volcano, and then of course checked out this lovely rock formation over here. Now I've still got a bit more to do. We're going to have a little look at a gorge just around the corner, and also a little bit of sea cliff walking before heading over to the hotel and then going north. So we're on day 4 now, and we're heading north to the town of Akureyri, where we're going to be staying the night. But halfway along this long section of road, we've decided to take a little detour and check out this incredible gorge. Look at this amazing waterfall at the top there, some awesome rock formations down here, and then there's another waterfall at the bottom. And the gorge runs for about a kilometre, and it is about 50 metres deep from the surface here. So I'm going to head over this bridge and get some nice shots of the waterfall, and then we're going to continue to the north. It's about another hour to hour and a half, something like that, from here. So we're on day 5, and it rained all morning whilst we were looking at Dettifoss. But now we've stopped here at Akureyri. I don't know how to pronounce this place, but it's a big geothermal area, and if I look back you can see all of these vents. The area is covered in sulphur. There are bubbling pools of mud which are apparently about 200 degrees Celsius, and I'm currently walking through this kind of lunar landscape here. It's so desolate but amazing. I can see some vents down here that are bubbling away as well, and I'm doing about a 2.5 kilometre walk over the hilltop which is just behind the geothermal area, and then back down the other side. So I'm up now on the summit, and there's a second summit just behind me over here. I'll head over there in just a few minutes, and there's this massive sulphur field. It's really quite stinky, and from here I've got such an amazing view down to the enormous geothermal area down here. So I believe the trail just goes over towards that other summit, and then I follow a path that leads me down close to the road over there. So I've got a few kilometres left, and it's really nice to have the summit here by myself, because on the way up there was always people up here. And then in this direction I can see an enormous lake over there. I don't know how to pronounce the name of that lake. Just the other side of all this smoke here, that's a geothermal power plant over there. And yeah, just look at all this sulphur here. It's a proper lunar landscape, like barely any life. The odd little tuft of grass, a few flowers only. Absolutely stunning. So I believe this pillar here marks the 490 metre summit of Njamafjall, which is the highest point along this ridge of land here. If I show you in this direction, there's a geothermal power plant just down over there. Actually, the geothermal power plant is over this side. On the left there is some hot baths, some geothermal baths, and then turning around completely 180, the geothermal park just down here. You can see all the boiling mud pools. The colours are just beautiful. The mud is almost like a silver colour, and then the sulphur is white, and that's really contrasted against the very red kind of clay soil here. And then there's black rocks sticking out as well. Oh, breathtaking. I'm gonna get some shots from up here, and then I head along this ridge. I'm almost down, back at the geothermal area. I'm just by the main road, look. Here's a car going up behind me. And I came across this very red area, like just here. And it was like blood red, so I don't know what really causes that. I'm going to assume iron. I don't really know. Normally iron is quite red, isn't it, when it's in rock. Yeah, I might have to do a little bit of research. I might pop a little line at the bottom to say what it actually is. But I've got just a few hundred meters and I'm back at the geothermal area. And the view in front is just epic. So this is day 6, and as you can tell, the weather hasn't improved at all. It was actually just overcast all the way here, and then the last mile straight into the cloud. But we are near the waterfall of Dettifoss, which is the big waterfall at the beginning of the film Prometheus by Ridley Scott. And apparently there's so much water that falls over this fall that the ground itself actually shakes a little bit. You can feel the vibrations of the water. It's about 500 meters or so further in front. So this is the last stop of day 6. I'm heading up to Hengifoss via Snæfellsnes, which actually I think is right in front of me. If I turn you around, there's a rather nice waterfall just down here, and at the top is Hengifoss. That's about 400 meters I think above sea level up there, so it's going to be about a 300-meter climb up the side of this deep ravine. Really looking forward to getting up there because it's a really picturesque waterfall with red stripes going through the rock. So I'm going to make the safe assumption that what I'm looking at is Snæfellsnes, not the one I showed you earlier. Look at that! This sort of two-tiered waterfall, and then all of these lovely basalt columns alongside. Stunning. Wow, I am now at the viewpoint for Hengifoss, and I have never seen a waterfall like this, and I have seen a lot of waterfalls. Oh, it is breathtaking. 122 meters, single drop. Oh, and then the striations across the rock give it such a different character as well. Oh, it is absolutely breathtaking here. So day 7 involved a fair amount of driving as we headed from the north side of Iceland round to the east, and there was this absolutely beautiful coast road that took in all of the Eastern Fjords, and it was absolutely stunning. So where we are at the moment is Stokksnes, and that's this sort of coastal promontory here, and there's a lighthouse and stuff over there. Good place to stop for wildlife because literally on these rocks there's some seals, and we've seen redneck phalarope and also some black guillemots. Main reason why we stopped though is because of this iconic mountain behind me. That is the Vestrahorn, and it's about 700-800 meters tall, and I really like this little 3-pronged peak out here. That is so amazing. welcome to day 8 of our Iceland tour. And I spent most of the morning down at Diamond Beach and the beautiful glacial lagoon with all these massive icebergs going past. It's absolutely beautiful. Spotted some seals as well there, which was really nice. And where I am at the moment, I'm not going to butcher its name, but it's a canyon not too far from Diamond Beach. And as I'm gaining some height, I know there's about 300-ish meters of ascent, I think, for this walk. It's about 6 kilometers there and back. And let me just turn you around because the view is just jaw-dropping. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous waterfall just in the sunshine over there. This is the canyon that I'm going to be following. The path is on the left-hand side. It works its way around these peaks, I think. Probably goes most of the way up. I don't actually know how far up it goes. And then topped by Europe's biggest glacier up there. So it's still day 8 and I'm on another small walk, this one taking in a couple of waterfalls leading up to Svartifoss. I've just passed a little viewpoint to Hundafoss and there's another one in the middle I can't pronounce. But the view is so good, look. Over this way. This is all Skafterfell. There's a massive glacier down there. The highest point in Iceland is up there at 2,100 and something odd meters. Way up in the cloud on that glacier.